Off the top, more sparring tonight on the deeply divided Ottawa County Commission. But this time it was one of the newly elected Conservative commissioners challenging another member of that same group.
Target 8 investigator Susan Samples reports the conflict erupted this morning at the first meeting of the Commission's Health and Human Service Committee. Susan?
The contentious exchange this morning centered on how the board went about hiring the county's top health officer, who's an outspoken critic of COVID mandates. The conflict suggested a potential split in the board's ultra-conservative majority, all of whom were backed by Ottawa Impact.
I would like to motion to add another discussion item to the current agenda.
Another first meeting, another last-minute addition to an agenda. Evidence, critics have said, of a lack of transparency from the new Ottawa County Board, which made sweeping changes right out of the gate.
So what I'm trying to do is provide information.
Gretchen Cosby, who's backed by Ottawa Impact, listed the credentials of the Conservative Board's controversial pick for health officer. Nathaniel Kelly, who scoffed at COVID mandates, describes himself as an environmental health and safety manager. But it was the process the board used to hire him that prompted questions from Rebecca Curran, another Ottawa Impact-backed commissioner.
And one of the things that I hear from my constituents is, what exactly was the process? How many applicants were considered, and what applicants were considered?
Well, I would say we're not going back and rehashing the decision. I
didn't ask to rehash the decision. What I asked was that these questions be answered.
At that point, Commission Chair and Ottawa Impact leader Joe Moss, off camera during the meeting, noted Nathaniel Kelly will have a strong team supporting him. Later, Jacob Bonema, another Ottawa Impact commissioner, circled back to challenge the hiring process.
I just wanted to say I think Commissioner Curran asked a question and I didn't hear an answer to it. So I just want to come back to that again. Could you ask your question one more time?
It's 11 o'clock. I was wondering if we could if I could make a motion for a short recess.
Moss made a motion to recess, which failed by one vote, forcing Cosby to answer the question.
Due to kind of the current atmosphere, I don't feel compelled to share other applicants.
Cosby said it wouldn't be fair to name people the board considered for health officer unless that person had officially submitted an application.
That's fair enough. My question then turns into, how many applicants were considered? That's just a number. Mm-hmm. And then how was the application process actually put out to the public, or how was the application process conducted?
The application came my direction. I believe that was through Ottawa Impact. And the number of applicants, well, where else would they go? The number of applicants, I'm not 100% certain. I can't really put a hard number on that, but I can get it to you.
The board's lone Democrat, Doug Zylstra, voiced his belief that the commission had no authority to remove and replace the county's health officer. There's still no definitive determination on that question. And Kelly still has to submit his completed application, after which the state health department will vet his credentials and approve his appointment as Ottawa County's health officer.